What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to Hungary for Success with me, FoggyPlays, on FM21. Today, we're going to be taking on Ujpest in the league, our final league game of the season, and we're going to be playing MTK in the Hungarian Cup final. You might remember in the last episode we did say that we could win the league, but it was an outside chance, not really likely. Well, the way things are going today, we could end up finishing 5th, or we could win the league. And the game against MTK in the final of the Hungarian Cup should be an interesting one because it's be our first time making it to the Cup final. But if you do want to enjoy this episode, make sure to like and subscribe so you can see more of this fantastic content that I am putting out on a daily basis. So let's get into the video. Right, fellas, so as I said in the intro, league's a little bit squeaky bum time. We could win or we could finish 5th. Results in the last round of games were very, very interesting. For us to finish 5th, we would need a 30 goal swing. Don't think that's going to happen. So we're looking more so at top 4 as pretty much guaranteed. We take on Ujpest, who are in 7th. Ferencváros take on already relegated Szeged. MTK take on Fervár. So MTK and Fervár, one of them is going to get screwed in the run up to the final. Meshkoved could ruin everyone's day if they beat Pushkash and results go their way. I feel like Meshkoved are probably the most unfortunate team in the entire league at the moment because they were top for so long and they've just fallen apart. But since we were here last, we beat Pushkash Academia 2-0. It was quite nice. Ortiz scored an absolute screamer, and then Mandira also scored quite a screamer. And then against Szeged, this could have ruined our season. This game right here could have been the absolute downfall for us. But Carlsberg scored with the final kick of the game, and it was fantastic. It was a minute more than we were supposed to play. I'm not going to complain. We won the game. And then against MTK, who, as I said in the intro, we're taking on in the Hungarian Cup final, smashed them 7-3. Fridjansson scored a brace, Versace scored a brace, Monazimi got himself a goal, and Carlsberg also got himself a cheeky little brace. Perelevsky did give away a penalty early on, and I was weary that we were going to lose the game because at that point, 24 minutes in, they scored a penalty, we scored a penalty, and it was 1-1. So you can imagine, it was a little bit on the, oh no, everything is going to fall apart and we are going to lose the league because we can't beat 2 random teams. So the fact that we struggled against the bottom of the league was really disappointing. But we did just come off a fairly intense couple of games, so kind of understandable. But for this game, we are starting with the strongest team we can possibly field. So we have Hudfagner in goal, Perelevsky and Angard as our wingbacks, Derek and Pushkash as our centre backs, Mortiz, Leitner, and Ortiz as our Ortiz. Ooh, didn't realise that before. Leitner and Ortiz as our central midfield, Versace and Walcott starting as our wingers, Fridjansson and Mandira starting up front. Carlsberg is unfortunately, after picking up an injury, could play. Not going to risk him. Prefer for him to play in the cup final. Zoidberg is still injured. Barna is injured. Vass picked up an injury not too long ago. Vass would have been on the bench for this game, I think. Tiefenbach's form has dropped off a little bit. As you can see, last 5 games, average ratings really quite high. Right back, are Perelevsky, Pushkash, and Hudfagner are the only ones that aren't above a 7 at the moment, and that's, somewhat disappointing. But if we can just continue what we did in the last game, it's not going to matter. We'll be league champions unexpectedly. Even saying that, my stomach just did a loop-de-loop. Pick up where you left off last time. Players don't really care, but when they pump our fists. And we did have a team meeting, and I said, we weren't expected to be in this position, so just enjoy the game. If we don't win the league, it's fine. Nobody expected it in the first place. But as long as we win the league. Because I think goal difference is in our favour, maybe? I think the fact that we scored so many goals at the start of the year has definitely helped. Or the fact that we've been scoring so many goals has helped. Yeah, we need Ferencváros to do there would need to be an 8-goal switch for us to not win the league if we won the game. So if we win by 1, Ferencváros need to beat Shagid by 9. And then I don't know what would happen, because if they win by 9, I'm gonna be sad. Mandira's offside. Mandira's really come into his own towards the end of the season with Monazimi and Gabriel both deciding they don't want to be goal scorers anymore. That's very close. He's offside, but that's very, very close. They have a guy called May in there as their DM. Iba May. Wolfsburg. And came through TB Berlin. But yeah, we need to, win this game for us to be the team that win the league. Leitner with the corner. Frid Janssen hits the crossbar. Oh, Mandira actually in the last game had quite a fantastic assist. I'm going to put it down that he actually wanted to do it. He headed the ball, crashed the ball off the crossbar with his head. And Versace slotted the ball into the back of the net. I'm not enjoying the fact that Ujpest have been quite good so far. The fact that Bridze has gone and scored only his 4th goal of the season. He's quite a good Georgian striker. I'm a little bit worried about how the fact they've only managed to get him to score 4 goals this year. But as it is right now, we drop to 2nd in the league. Still plenty of time left. Ortiz gets the ball away. Mandira finds Frid Janssen, who plays a 1-2 with himself. Versace somehow gets onto that ball, turns his man, gets the ball across, and does the FM20 thing and just goes all alone. We're going to demand more. I'm going to get shouty at halftime. Fervar had taken the lead, but now MTK have equalised. I'm going to thrash my arms and say I'm far from pleased with how you're playing, because really not that good so far. It's been a poor game. I'm going to put my fists and say you have the ability to make the difference. Players don't really care. This is such an FM thing. I guarantee Ferran Cavaras have gone top. We do need to win this game. I'm going to go attacking. Preemptively attacking. Encourage. He fell over. The striker fell over. It wasn't even near one of our players, and somehow they've got a penalty. Junior Tallow adds to his tally against us. He came up in the pre-match interview thing where they were like, oh, Junior Tallow scored, I think it was 4 goals for 4 games against you. And I was like, it's, we're not worried about it. We really should have been. I don't want to lose the league on the final day. Oh, I didn't even think we were going to be in a situation to even win it. And now we're sitting here on the final day. And we could actually, we really wouldn't deserve to win the league, because I think we've been top for 1 game this season. But I'll take a title if it comes to us. Theo Walcott on guard. What was the point of that? What was the point of the highlight? Mandira is going to come off from Monazimi. Ortiz isn't playing well, but Theo Walcott's just being Theo Walcott. We're doing it. We're doing it. Tactical changes. Ortiz, actually, put you over here. Be a Mazzella. You can be a Mazzella on attack. Actually, Mazzella attack. Advanced playmaker attack. On guard. So wingback on attack as well. We're giving it everything. We're doing everything we can. I'm not going to sit back and be a little bit bitch about this. I do not want to finish 3rd. We came into the game today on top. I want to finish the season on top. I told the players not to worry about it. I don't want to have regrets at the end of the season and be like, oh, we could have won it, but we fucked up on the last game of the season because Ujpest just managed to be a little bit better than us on the day. We've been scoring so many goals. Why against Ujpest are we struggling now? On guard, cuts it out, gets it back to Hut Wagner. Beautiful little dink ball to Derek. Monazimi is through. Is he offside? He isn't. It's a corner. Could we score from said corner? Ortiz Leitner with the corner. Gets it to Derek. Keeper has safe hands. MTK have taken the lead against Fervar. It's changing constantly. I don't like it. This is not what was supposed to happen. Ortiz has been terrible. Typhon back is going to come on for him. I'm going to pump my fist and say, you make the difference out there, my friend. Is there anything? Super direct, much higher. Shoot on sight. Run at defense, be more expressive. Focus play through the middle. Narrow. Distribute over the top. Long kicks. Super high. Offside trap. Prevent short keeper distribution. We're just clicking all the buttons. Very attacking. Let me berate them again. Oh, they've gone double DM. Angard finds Monazimi. Whips it across. Gabriel puts. Oh, we're going to lose the league. No. No, we're going to finish fourth. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. We got pinned at 4. Should be winning that sort of match. That was terrible. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. Don't want to talk to you. We ended up, and Meshkvet ended up getting ahead of us anyway, even though we'd Vasas poor Vasas won 4-0 and still got relegated. Ferencváros cheat their way to a league win. Like, how do we lose to Ujpest? Oh, we were so bad. We were so bad. Oh. We were so bad. We scored 7 the game before, and we couldn't hit the broadside of a barn door. It's not even. It's broadside of a barn. It's 6 shots on target only. We were we were so bad. Why? I shouldn't be so upset about it. We shouldn't have even been in the position to win the league in the first place. Like 3 games ago, I was like, we're not going to win the league. We're like 9 points behind. We went into the final day on top, and we're guaranteed the last European spot because we're playing MTK, who of all the teams, like, how they finished second. MTK finished second. And like, we weren't even in that bad. Like, we literally won 4 of the last 5 games and just lost the most important, the one we needed to win. Alright, we're going to be back for the cup final in just a second. Alright, fellas, so no, I'm totally over the fact that we didn't win the league now. We're taking on MTK in the final. Might I remind you, beat them 7-3. 11 days ago. Yeah, 11 days ago, 7-3. We should do it again. We beat them 4-1 earlier in the season, and the first time we played them, 1-1 draw. I hope we can beat them. One thing that has made me feel a little bit better is Fervar sacked their manager after the end of the season, so hoping we can do the business. Not many tickets have been sold for this match. I suppose when we're in the final, kind of makes sense. We don't have many fans. But for today's game, we have Hood Wagner starting in goal, Perelevsku and Angard as our wingbacks, Derek and Pushkash in central defence, Ankara and Leitner in central midfield, Versace and Carlsberg back in for today's game. For Johnson, and do I want to start Mandira? I do. Yeah, I'm going to start Mandira because he's been quite good. A couple of players that do miss out because of the fact that we can't have that many non-EU players. Gabriel doesn't make it into the team. Suarez, Ortiz is out, but Ortiz has been in not less than ideal form recently. Ankara, unhappy that he's to go up against a strong player. Deal with it, buddy. We did have a team meeting. Just to say to the players that we weren't expected to get here, not to be worried about it. Everything's gonna be fine. We don't need to win, but it's the second time we've been in the League Cup final in our history. Could be the first time we ever win it. We've only ever won 1 cup and we've bottled the league. Even can't really call it a bottle though, can we? Anybody who says we bottled it, I will be annoyed because we were never meant to win the league. We were supposed to finish 9th. The fact that we were top of the league going into the last day of the season is just frustrating. Derek's header from the corner gets blocked by one of the MTK defenders. Ankara has it. We're 20 minutes in, and Mandira heads over. Am I going to regret the decision of starting the guy who was absolutely useless in the last game? I feel like I felt it. I just felt it. I felt it. Oh, that was Federico Rodriguez. For anyone who isn't aware, I had on trial and decided I didn't want them. So yeah, he was the top scorer this year in the league. Hut Wagner sat down. Hut Wagner doesn't want to win the cup this season, clearly. It's one of the few games he's actually starting in the cup as well. Normally it's Pereira that starts, and Versace's shot almost goes into the back of the net. Their keeper just manages to get down to stop it. There's so few people in the stands, it's actually ridiculous. Ankara gets dispossessed by Cicchini, who he did say before the game, slightly worried about his strength, which is only 12. It's 12. It's not as if it's like 16 or 17, you know, it's not a really scary number. Carlsberg. Why is Carlsberg on this side of the pitch? Okay. Mandira running down the wing gets dispossessed. Carlsberg can't get it past their keeper. Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this? We're going to bottle the league and a cup. No, we didn't bottle the league. Derek heads over again. I'm getting deja vu all over again. We're going to lose the cup. We smashed this team less than 2 weeks ago. Like, properly smashed them. My players just... They're a whole bunch of bottle jobs. I'm going to point my finger at all of them and be like, do football better. Alright, Mandira, you're threading on thin water here, my friend. Mandira is probably the first player that's going to be taken off, and I'm going to bring on Monazimi. If he doesn't get his act together at some point, we're going to go attacking for the majority of the second half. Versace is dead, but he's going to keep playing. Versace, another player who doesn't normally play in the cup. Fred Jansen's playing terribly as well. Everything's just going wrong. Everything is just, it's all falling apart. Alright, we do have a free kick. And for some reason, Leitner's taking it. And he's put it wide. Carlsberg is our free kick taker. I'm not sure why Leitner took that one. He has 16 free kicks. Ankara gets it out to Perelevsku. Finds Versace. Back to Perelevsku. Gets it across. Ankara. Not going to complain. Ankara's equalised. Last second decision to bring this guy in. Just before I hit record, I was like, no, I'm actually going to start Ankara instead of Teufelsbach. Tiflin. Please, for the love of Jesus, can we? I just want to win a cup. We haven't won anything since we won the second division. And Versace wins the ball back, finds Leitner. Ankara finds Leitner. Very easily dispossessed. That's disappointing. Cicchini finds Rodriguez, and Hut Wagner actually manages to stop the ball this time. He's rather unfortunately been dropped to the Hungarian under-21s for the next round of call-ups. And speaking of, has nothing to do with what I'm about to say, but the awards, Fred Jansen actually won Player of the Year for the Hungarian top division, and your boy Versace got third. For some reason, Ujpest's right back got second, which I thought was interesting and random. And we got second in Manager of the Year, beaten by Meshkovet's manager. And like I said, they were the ones that the ultimate bottled it, because they were top of the league for quite a time. And then they just kind of fell apart. I'm going to bring on Schindler. No, I'm going to bring on Theo Walcott. Theo Walcott's coming on to play on the left wing. We do have one more substitution available to us. Don't really want to make massive amount of changes. I do kind of want to shout out my players though. Tell them to get their shit together. I'm not going to take Free Johnson off because even though he's not playing that well, he is a difference maker, and that's surely a sending off. Demand more, come on. Oh, this isn't going to go through. So, okay, extra time. So we have our extra substitute left. I'm going to point a finger and say, go out there and prove to everyone that you are winners. Wood Factor's having a terrible game. This is not fun. Who do we have? Oh, we have 2 substitutions we can make now. Derek is really quite tired and booked, so we're going to take him off. And I might just leave the final substitution for now. Or show intent. I think we go out there and we show them that we want to win the game by putting everything into it and going 4-3-3 and seeing what we can do from here. Do an individual team talk with Markella. Put my fists. I believe in you. You can do football. Derek has just missed too many opportunities from corners today, which is not like him at all. Ankara does take a little bit of a jog forward, has Pierre-Levscu around it, but decides to just kind of stand on the ball and said Pushkash gets a forward to Versace. Pushkash is now, after picking up a booking, Versace gets across. Ankara, his first 2 goals of the season come in the cup fight. Just this random Ghanaian I signed from an Italian club comes up in the cup final. Does he relish big games? What's the story here? Ankara. Let's have a look at his report. I don't remember him saying anything about yeah, no, it doesn't say anything about about him being a big game player, so I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna take off Versace because he is literally dying. So we're going to Typhon back. I know it's the final game of the season, but I don't want to have all my players absolutely ham sandwiched for the rest of the game, even though there's only 15 minutes. But Theo Walcott, his 12th of the season, one of the shortest players on the pitch, scores a header. How did this even happen? He came out of nowhere. Everyone missed the ball and he put it in the back of the net. We're going to start the second half of extra time. We really didn't need to do this, lads. If you just, scored earlier or didn't concede such a bullshit goal, you could have been finished half an hour ago. We've had just a nice little cheeky rest, and Frid Johnson hits the post. Oh, Frid Johnson's just not meant to score. MTK have had 5 shots. Sorry? Hood Wagner does the spectacular save. Pierre-Levscu is also very, very tired. Monazimi's picked up the ball and he's put it wide again. Monazimi's scored near enough 20 goals this season, but he does that so frequently. And we have won our 2nd trophy in the history of Dorogi. Our 2nd trophy. Could have been 3. We'd won the goddamn league. We didn't. We shit the bed. And we don't actually have our captain on the pitch today, even in the squad. That was probably poor management on my part. But regardless, we won the league. Players are delighted. Everyone's dancing away. Fantastic, lads. And obviously Hood Wagner is going to do a cartwheel because FM21 things. Well done, lads. We've finally, and see, look for Johnson 6.8. Just leave him on. He's a fantastic player. He does the business. Mandira didn't. Oh, Cup Glory! We've got an achievement. You can't see it. Wrong way. Cup Glory! Woohoo! Congratulations, Foggy! You won the Hungarian Cup. Please, so many people. Big role. Sensational turnaround. Fantastic victory. Spirited dressing room. Players. It's all about the players. The fact that the player sent off in the 98th minute doesn't have anything to do with it. What do you mean? So we won the Hungarian Cup for the first time in the history of ever. Could have won the league as well. Going to keep mentioning that. I'm one of the best Irish managers of all time. Literally takes nothing to make it into the Hall of Fame for Ireland. Oh, there I am. My Journeyman series did not win an awful lot in that either. It seems this year I'm not a very good manager. But we managed to win the Hungarian second division and the Hungarian Cup. Could have had the Hungarian top division as well, but wasn't meant to be. Just wasn't meant to be. It all comes out to the fact that Ankara decided to show up on the day. I never checked how tall is he. 6'5". Why are we not aiming the ball at him? He's the same height as our target man. Probably would be a good idea. So we qualify for the Europa Conference League again, but we have to go through the whole rigmarole of qualifying again. I think we finished in like the ultimate worst position. Not meant to go to rules. First qualifying round. So either one of those would have actually been the worst one. We could have been in the Champions League if we'd managed to win the league, but not. Ferencváros do it again. That's what, 5 in a row? Yeah, 5 in a row. Not ideal. So in the next episode, we're going to come back. We're going to look at the end of season review and transfers. Should be an interesting one. Well, not all the transfers. We're going to be back for the first knockout round of the Euro Conference League, like we did this year, starting in July. So we're not going to have a huge amount of time off. But if you did go on to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. Leave me pity, like. I think we deserve it after giving the league up on the final day of the season. Thank you very much for watching, fellas. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!